just gather value.
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor.
Oh, yeah. What's happening, boys?
Nothing. I'm ready to drink up.
Ready to drink up. That's right. Get your phones ready. We saw a couple people shooting off as we were opening up.
Fire Firkin.
We're missing Ray tonight. Ray's out there lighting off somewhere else. But we're having a good time.
I just fired. Boom.
Nice.
Atlanta fired.
Nice. Here comes Connecticut. We're covering all the we got 3 corners of the earth here. Any second. Running a little slow for me.
Don't forget to smash the like button.
Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the show, everyone.
I just smashed
very
the like
much.
Button. Now, Dusty, she means Dusty. Sniper.m2. Don't you live in the nearby village or the wooded area next to Ray of Light?
Yeah, we're 3 goat walks away.
So how come he got crushed and you got nothing? What's going on?
What do you mean crushed?
The tornado. You got a backup generator. You're ready to go.
What?
Yeah, dude. That's what do you think? You think he's just absent? You think he's just missing the show?
Yeah.
And his area got hit by 4 tornadoes that touched ground. There's no electricity in the area. They're picking up debris, especially in the pool. Because I asked him, anything end up in the pool? He goes, a chair and some stuff and a lot of branches.
Bro, I had no idea. I haven't even watched the news. I heard there was bad weather up in Tennessee and stuff, but I had no idea it hit in Georgia.
But you're that close to him, though.
Yeah, we're about 40 minutes apart.
Oh, 40 minutes. That's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
I thought you were like 4 minutes away.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Not
40 minutes. You got to pack a sandwich to go.
You're not borrowing sugar from him.
That's a good
it's
one.
Actually, not that far mileage wise. He lives in the mountains, so it's windy roads and all that stuff.
Yeah, but so if you had a helicopter, you could make it faster. Is that what you said?
Yeah, a lot faster. No, I had no idea. I thought he had something going on today because I didn't see him on Skype all day, so I was like, oh, he's out doing stuff. So
yeah, I talked to him. He's reading a little bit and he's taking care of some business but he ain't doing nothing with computers. We
have to mess with him. We have to text him and be like, dude, it's happening. It's happening. I can't believe you're missing it. Oh my gosh.
It's happening. All right.
That was a big one out of Columbia. Did you see that one? We got George in the house. Another week almost in the can. Whoever has Kronos Watch, slow it down. 2024 is almost half over. Web3 Wise Guys, Monsters, and Crypto Fam. Thank you, sir. Thank you, George. Ready for today's lesson, please? The lightning bolts. Lord Paxman. Dan Smith, ready for the wisdom of the wise guys. Let's go. Michelle, wow, I'm in Franklin, Tennessee. So there, she might be feeling the weather, like you're saying. Night Owl, hit me with the wise guy wisdom. Night Owl, welcome, welcome. All right, Connie Kirk in the house as well. Wise guys bringing the goods. Oh, that was a big one. Look at that.
2 big ones.
We got some serious stuff going on there.
Let's go. Who do I
Oh,
sound
yeah.
like when I say that, Sniper? Who says that like that? It ain't me, but who says, let's
Hello,
go?
Hello, cowboy.
That's right. You nailed it, man. That's a good test for a Pictionary or what's it called? Charades?
Charades.
What's the one you can say with, I can't say words. Forget it.
Pictionary, use it, and charades. Yeah, you don't say words in either one of those.
Yeah, I'm screwed. Okay,
good
I'm
job.
just, what's the word when you imitate somebody?
Imitate someone.
Imitation.
Okay, that's a good word. It's imitation.
For a game?
No, when a comedian goes on stage and he can actually be like Jack Nicholson. What do you call that?
Yeah, an imitation.
It's not an imitation. There's another word. I'll forget it.
I don't know what. Wait till they get a load of me.
Right. I'll be Bach. Oh, impersonation.
Impression.
Impersonation. No,
Impersonation. Impressing. Okay.
Yeah, so that's an impersonation. Let's go.
There we go. We got it. What Deb impression? Deb's watching the show.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I think
XP. It's impersonate.
That's fine. How's Deb watching? But Ray's
Yeah.
making excuses.
yeah. She just outed Ray. Ray's at Red Lobster or something.
Listen to me. They can watch on the phone, you ladies. I'm watching on my phone.
Impersonate, impression. That's from your consigliere. You got to take that. Impersonate then.
That's it, brother. Appreciate everybody giving me the education.
Brings on the education.
And again, to the other guy, it's a normal consigliere, not the other kind of consigliere.
She's out. She's got internet because she's safe. She's at safety.
You're trying to out Deborah, outing Ray.
Yeah, that's the thing with Ray's house. If he has no Wi-Fi, you have no phone service up there either. So
Right.
Because you're going like this to get to him. You ever have to get out with a chainsaw?
I have not.
Okay.
I did. A couple weeks ago, tree went down in front of the driveway.
Oh my goodness. What are you
Yeah. Craziness. All right, good stuff there. We'll spin around the map later. Does anybody have a specific story they wanted to talk about tonight before I go?
I have a story. Hold on 1 second. I gotta load it real quick. It take me 2 seconds. I wanted to give you some alpha announcement in the game. So hold on, it's pretty cool. So,
you gonna share your screen?
I am. Hold on a second. I'm setting it up. Here. Share screen. That's the one. Okay, you can do it at any given time.
We're looking at it.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
there it is.
So check this out. You ask and you shall receive.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to Power Plants. We'll just go to Foma Head Fortress.
Nice.
And look at this right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to edit your name,
Yeah.
it's 38 puzzle pieces.
38 puzzle pieces. Wow.
Change your name. Maybe I don't like Foma Head Fortress. Maybe I like.
Does that have an option for people to add puzzles?
No, it's got to be yours.
You got to have your own 38 puzzles.
Yep. You
Wow.
choose the wrong name, and you're gonna have to get some puzzles together.
Choose
Just
wisely.
Just wanted to give you that alpha. That's the only alpha I have for you. That's the only homework I did for you today. That's all I got.
I actually thought about that. I thought about that before I chose Sniper's Hideaway. I was like, it's got to be marketable. It's got to go with the flow of Sniper. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, you're happy. I just have some global thing to do with restaurant. So then eventually somebody might change there to the Santisi Brothers Foundation. Somebody might change one to the something else. So we have, vision forward. So we'll figure it out.
That's why I went with the Giga Tycoon Maker under there because
Yours is a Giga Tycoon Maker.
I want people to join up, and I'm gonna make them a tycoon. We're just gonna make them Giga Tycoon Makers.
Right. Good thing you didn't make a spelling mistake and call it a Typhoon Maker like I did that day.
Yeah.
Remember when we announced the Tycoon? I'm like, what a typhoon! Let's get that typhoon! And they're all going, what are you, an idiot?
Maybe you can change your monoliths for puzzles one day.
Ooh.
Hey,
From gonna pay off.
from your mouths to somebody's ears. Let's go! How much is my black monolith worth? I got 51 of them.
Matt in the house. Welcome, Matt. Says good day. Let's drink up. Absolutely. GMGN. Time with the Web3 Wise Guys. Time to learn. My crypto adventures in the house. Steve Z in the house. Happy Monster Thursday. Great information. Oh, yeah. George in the house. Edutainment going into the weekend. Rating, sharing, and building the grid.
Look at
Of
you,
course,
George.
we'll be mobbing later, aren't we? We'll be mobbing also.
Oh, we mobbing. I was mobbing yesterday. It was some good mobs. Did some good mobbing.
Good mobs.
And then we also had a special Sniper. Were you in the special show this afternoon?
What show was that?
on Telegram.
Oh yeah. I was
Apex
thinking
had
about-
one
I was-
inside there. Yeah.
Once in a while, you get an alert on your app. You know, it's very simple what you talked about, guys. Things come up. You gotta grab the app and you gotta refresh. You gotta just pull it down. You can see that little thing up there spinning around. It refreshed. All of a sudden, it was like, "Hey, we're going to Telegram."
Yeah.
I'm like, "We're gonna get some alpha in Telegram from the one and only Apex." So it's pretty cool.
Now, did you get an alert from your Opus AI app?
No, you personally actually said something like, "Get your stamp" or "Drink up," and the alert came across my phone. You did. If you
Oh
don't-
yeah. Because
You checked-
he
you-
went live, so that was kind
Yeah.
of me notifying people like, "Hey,
Yeah, you texted it, and I didn't know there was a show. But when you said "Drink up," I was like,
Those
just-
two words gets people's attention. It's like,
"Yeah,
what?
Oh, yeah.
It's Sniper. You say "Drink up," like, and it was like 11:30 my time. I'm like, why are we drinking up at 11:30? Is there a new show today? So I'm letting you know, you always got to be, you got to have your alerts on.
Always. Michelle Stern in the house. GM Mob. Thank you, wise guys. Thank you, Michelle. Honey Radio.
Michelle had some cool art. She tweeted it this morning. The M2 bubble. It was really cool. And
Yeah.
it had flowers and stuff behind it. I was like, man, that's really cool.
I thought the character she did too was pretty amazing. The
Yep.
gold young lady. I seen that too. She's got skills. I just copy her Twitter stuff now. I just change it around like one word letter, and I claim it as my own.
It's true talent. True talent.
Just copy and paste. She's the best.
You said bubbles, and I had to go straight to this. Just-
Hey, that was what? Was that what's that? The month?
This is I don't know. It's probably about the day.
Okay, let's see.
All right,
Day?
here's the day.
Okay, do the hour.
Hour
Oh, not bad. Do the week.
by the week.
Oh, not
Ooh.
horrible either.
Rune popping up there. Here's by
Month?
the month.
Oh,
Ooh, a little red.
the little red bubble bath. For the year, I know we're all green pretty much. Oh, we're not.
Not so much.
What's going on?
By market cap by the day. So this is by today and by market cap. There you go. These are the players out there. Let's see if I can. Very cool. So if you guys don't have any other stories, I found a couple things. You could take a look at. Let me move this over. I'll just do this. Robinhood. Crypto trading surges as overall growth slows for Robinhood. So we all know Robinhood. They're the ones who, got the big move on with the Reddit group. The Wall Street Bets used Robinhood to get after who was that? AMC Theaters and the GameStop, right?
Yes.
And they pushed out the Wall Street guys on that one, but they've been doing all right. But this one is saying that now they're trading crypto, and the crypto is helping them out because the rest of their platform is a little sluggish. So
Dude,
you can see.
more than four.
Say it again.
More than $4 for every 10. That's over 40-something%.
Yeah. Maiden revenue during the spring came just from customers trading Dogecoin. So it's pretty much Doge and Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But they point out those two right there. They said Wednesday they lost over 500 million or $2.16 a share compared to the profit of 57 million or 9 cents from last year's second quarter. So quarter over quarter, or year over year.
Yeah, what did
they're
that
down.
say? What did that say? Most of the loss was due to what? Accounting changes?
Accounting changes related to fundraising round it took earlier this year.
Oh, so it was theoretically a write-off. They didn't really lose 501 million.
Let me see if I can blow that up. Is that better?
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, I like it.
There you go.
The loss was no surprise. So yeah, wow. It's pretty incredible stuff when you think about it.
Yep. And then there was another little piece down here. They're interested in exploring the new asset class because they weren't doing crypto before. So no doubt crypto has been very culturally relevant through the first 6 months of this year. So
Now,
yeah,
question.
you're getting in there just in time.
When they're doing the coins, are they doing the coins like when you put it on MetaMask, or are they buying the coins and it's staying at Robinhood? I wonder how's that. Is anybody?
No, I'm pretty sure it's staying on Robinhood, very much like Coinbase does.
Okay, I understand. So you buy? Okay, right, perfect. I got you.
And then let's see if there was one more that popped out at me. But yeah, even Dogecoin fans, I've been trying to help shed an image of the joke cryptocurrency as it soared 70 to 74 cents in May after starting the year roughly half a penny. Did you know Dogecoin moved that much? The majority of Robinhood's crypto-related revenue came from Dogecoin, 62%. How about that?
Pretty impressive.
Dude, I don't remember it starting that low. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, that's huge.
Wow.
It's a 0.05 to 74 cents. That's pretty
When
good
was
if you had some Doge on. It's saying this year. 74 cents in May, which is this month, after starting the year at half a penny. I don't think anybody here was paying that much attention to Dogecoin.
Oh my goodness.
We missed that one.
I missed the plane on that one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But of course, they're notoriously volatile. We all know that part. Prices have continued to swing sharply since hitting those peaks. Bitcoin has since fallen back towards 45, but not there. And halved to roughly 30 cents. So Dogecoin has gone back down.
I didn't find out till like the last few weeks that Dogecoin actually is on blockchain. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a meme coin. So they're on blockchain. So pretty cool info.
What do you mean? Doge has its own blockchain?
Mm-hmm.
The Doge, or what do they call it?
Dogecoin is a blockchain.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. It's pretty
Look at
crazy.
you dropping the alpha today.
Nice.
You know, I'm looking at my CoinGecko stuff. There's a lot of green going on right now. Did you notice that? Some things have gone up a little bit versus yesterday.
Oh yeah. This one caught my eye because of price predictions. We always like to have somebody else do the price predictions. So I'll put the banner up just for them. Let me get to the banner, make sure we're.
What's the dotted line mean? Is that the prediction?
That's the prediction, yeah. And
I like where it's going.
You like where it's going. It's a little light, as far as I could tell, but their 1 month prediction, their 5 day prediction is 72, so it's going to be going to 72. Their 1 month prediction is 82, and then if I scroll down a little bit, we'll see what they're doing for longer term. Right here, there it is. Long-term Bitcoin price prediction 25, 26 through 30. Based on historical price movements, Bitcoin and the BTC halving cycles, the yearly low Bitcoin price prediction for 25 is 63. That's the low. Meanwhile, it's predicted as high as 165 next year, using the same basis for Bitcoin price prediction for each year up to 2030. So here you go. The low and the high. Let's look at the highs because that's more fun. 165 next year, 177, 105, a little pullback, 122, 199, and 305 by 2030.
Sniper, that could be a misprint. And first of all, they're missing 3 zeros at the end. That's what.
Yeah, well, you got to remember too on the pullback. If you go back with historical data, and I know we're not doing that really this cycle. This is a crazy cycle. But if you go back to the halving every 4 years when it's happened, it's about 514 to 570 days is when the peak hits, and then it starts pulling back. There's a correction after that. So there's going to be a correction at some point, And that's,
what are you saying? We need to sell at that time, or we're holding? Are we holding or are we selling?
I'm going to sell a little bit. And
hold it, sell it.
I've got the profits a little.
Hold it or selling, Timmy?
No, you just take a little cream off the top.
Oh,
you don't want to say you're selling it. You just, you do a little bit for yourself.
You hold it, FOMO. If it comes back down, you buy back in.
That's right.
Not if it goes back down. If I sell, it better go back down. Because if I sell, you're all screwed. It's going to the moon. You understand that, right? If I sell,
we used to know somebody that had that effect on things.
Yeah, just I saw a bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
But yeah, you just take a little off the top and then wait for it to slip back down a little bit and then jump it back in.
Hey, let's get George Richardson. Get some people noticed. He said Doge is at 15 cents. Where are they getting 74 cents? It's never been above 23 cents.
I don't know. I don't follow Doge, so I was just looking at the news there. So
I was just saying, thanks.
Could be.
Thanks, George.
George knows better.
Oh, he says it. He sees in 2021 it did go 74 cents.
Maybe I'll go check the date of that article.
We'll
Maybe it's old. They're rehashing the articles. Doge did not get that high this year. It's about 23 cents. All right. I'll have to cut that part out of the replay.
At its inception, what did it come in at? 0.000000001? Something stupid? I'm just asking, do you know what Doge came in at when it came to inception?
Probably something like that. I mean, you got to remember, Ray was going around the faucets. Just
That's right.
Buckets, so. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, if Ray still had his bucket, he wouldn't even talk to us anymore. He'd be in a different tax bracket.
He wouldn't be sitting without power right now. That's for sure.
It would not be. He would have 18 generators on that compound. They'd all just turn on, big diesel ones on his tennis court and his swimming pool. Yeah, I love it. Good job, Timmy. But I just don't like the 165. But I'm waiting for our Kathy Wood to go to, I need the 1.28 million kind of thing.
I'm gonna show my mistake. I don't know why this article popped up for me. There it is, August 18th, 2021.
Oh, there you go.
My bad.
Question. Where is Ethereum? Where's Ethereum projections? I know I'm asking you to Google something, but we talk about the Ethereum ETFs in Hong Kong. What are we feeling Ethereum goes to? What's the projections for Ethereum, you think?
Let me see if they have anything down here for that. But I haven't seen any articles on that because right now they're all a little poo-pooed on that because they canceled the ETF.
The one company did, not the Hong Kong one.
Grayscale backed off, and of course they're pushing back the approvals for the well-appointed, anointed BlackRock. So that's not going to happen right now. So nobody's hot on Bitcoin right now.
So
Larry
Hopkins gave us the all-time low, 0.0000869. That was the all-time low. That's pretty low.
But then to get to 23 cents, that's pretty good.
Huge.
That's nice.
Can you say that? What's this? That's hot.
That's hot. There it is. You want me to play that one?
Yes, anytime that
I can get it.
Ooh, hot. Oh,
hot.
yeah,
Right.
that's hot. That is hot.
Larry
Larry Hopkins right there. We did that for you, brother. Imagine just sitting at 23 cents when it started that low. Maybe put in a couple of grand. Ooh, that's and what about the dollar for Bitcoin? That still blows me away. If you would have invested $1 in 2014, you'd be a millionaire by now.
Yes.
$1.
Absolutely.
How ridiculous is that?
All right, I got another one here. This one.
You want to check the date on that?
Check the date first here, May 7th, 2024. I can talk about this one.
That's
BlackRock, Ondo, Superstate, the biggest movers in RWA, real world assets, one of my favorite topics. Sector in the biggest movers from Q1. And take a look at this. Institutional interest and new products spur growth. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, launched an on-chain treasuries product that quickly amassed $280 million in deposits. Superstate, a new crypto-native asset management firm founded by Compound Finance's Robert Leshner, debuted a tokenized T-bill fund that attracted $82 million. So there's money flying around out there for sure, but it's coming out of the markets and into crypto, and I love it. But yeah, the real world assets of T-bills and everything. Existing RWA players have also expanded their offerings. Ondo Finance shifted deposits into a USDY product, centrifuge platform for tokenizing real-world assets saw steady growth in assets under management for the second straight quarter. So these guys are out there collecting money, looking to do that. Developing trends for the future. Here we go. DeFi protocols are finding ways to incorporate RWA yields. Morpho enables managers to create non-custodial vaults that pass RWA yields to DeFi users. We love that. TrueFi, a long-standing credit protocol, is launching Trinity to let users deposit tokenized T-bills to collateralize, to mint dollar-pegged assets usable across DeFi. Nice. This addresses the growing demand among DeFi users for enhanced composability and transferability to real-world asset products. Very cool.
Ray's not here, so I'll say it. Ondo FOMO. Did you get that Ondo? I didn't get the Ondo. I faded
Yeah,
it.
it's at like 82 cents today. It's up 10% today. I'm just checking it out. That's where I am.
Yep, he shared it on one of the shows a few months ago. Ondo, talking about it with the real world asset. So
Yep.
I keep saying it more and more.
Saludos to you, Evelyn. Thank you for showing up there. Cheers, most handsome monsters on Web3. That's funny because I was faking it. I think this is probably in the Spanish version, and I couldn't read that she was giving us such a compliment until she put it in there. Thank you. Yeah, very cool. With that real world asset stuff, they're saying while it's still early, real world asset space one to watch closely with its potential for significant growth driver for crypto in the coming years. If these trends continue, tokenized real world assets in the trillions by 2030. Trillions, absolutely. Predicted by Superstate's Leshner may not be so far-fetched after all. Yep, absolutely. And then, oh, this is a good one. Here we go. MasterCard joining forces with U.S. banking titans for tokenized settlement trials. So here we go. They're going to tokenize their settlements for MasterCard. So we're bringing crypto into these into MasterCard, the credit card services. Partnerships between banking giants, the U.S. and the MasterCard aims to streamline multiple asset classes settlements on a shared ledger platform. Nice. Here we go. MasterCard has joined hands with major banking such as Citigroup, Visa, JP Morgan to distributed ledger technology for banking settlements using tokenization. There we go. This is the beginning of adoption, right? When MasterCard's it's in your wallet, then you know it's happening. The partnership between the banking giants payment processor aims to test shared ledger technology called Regulated Settlement Network. RSN enables tokenized assets like treasuries, investment-grade debt instruments, and money from commercial banks to be settled collectively. Nice. So they're going to be settling stuff like overnight. There's going to be no more float of like, oh, it's going to take a couple days to clear and all that kind of stuff. The current trial phase expands on a 12-week pilot that started in late 2022. The test was earlier focused. Now that they're mentioning those numbers, I got to check the date on this one. Ongoing proof of concept for these trials focus on simulating settlements in the United States dollar. And I got to go back and check when this thing came out.
Okay, I bought some Ondo.
Hey.
Am I allowed to say that? I'm sorry.
Congratulations. Now it's going to drop.
That's what I'm telling you. Short it now, people.
Yep, and that's what I got for my news right there.
MasterCard?
You miss it? You were busy. You missed the show. You're gonna have to watch the replay.
Dude, I was dealing with some business, man. I'm at work, man. They bother me. They bother me. You know,
yeah, MasterCard's joining up with the other banks, and they're tokenizing settlements, and they're gonna be sharing a ledger to
right
to get that stuff done ASAP.
I like it.
I think you got some stuff there, Sniper.
Yeah. So the community had kind of asked a few weeks ago if I'd go over what runes are, and we tried to line it up, and just like FOMO just said, had work conflicts. I thought I could get on, put it together, and then I'd just be extremely busy. So figured it's a good time tonight. No time better than the present, you know.
They gone down in value a little bit.
These, if you're like me, when you started hearing the buzz, this big buzz thing of runestones, I thought it was NFTs. Like I had heard that ordinals, which are BRC20s, I had heard that ordinals are clunky and that runes are going to change the game and all this stuff. So I got in my head like, hey, runes are going to be NFTs. Like they figured out how to make it easy, like ETH. And that's not the case at all. These rune stones were an NFT project that one of the largest people in the Bitcoin community kind of had this brain fart. He's like, hey, let's come out with an NFT project, an ordinal project, and just see what kind of movement and interest we get into this of airdropping tokens to various projects. So what they did is they come up with this ordinal collection, an NFT collection called runestones. And this is where you started hearing all the buzz in all the spaces. Everybody's talking about runestones. Because what they did, instead of minting these, they airdropped them to just multiple collections. So all the ones you've heard of, the pups, the node monkeys, all those big projects over there on the ordinals, they just airdropped it to the collections, you know. So then they started rumoring after they got all the interest on it. They're like, hey, there's something here. So we're going to use this platform to airdrop runes. So that leads you questioning, what the heck are runes then? Runes are the same thing as what ERC20 tokens are on the ETH chain. So runes are just fungible tokens is all they are. It's like M2 on the ETH chain. All the tokens that you can buy on the ETH chain are kind of what runes are on the Bitcoin chain. So once I found this out, I'm like, yo, this is really freaking cool, because that technology has never existed on the Bitcoin chain. The only thing on the Bitcoin chain was Bitcoin. So now you have the option to buy these sub tokens on the Bitcoin chain. So I was like, man, this is really freaking cool. You know, this is kind of, and I started popping in spaces and talking to people about it. I'm like, this is really rewinding me back to DeFi summer 2020. I missed one of the greatest pools in the world by 3 weeks. 3 weeks, FOMO, 3 weeks. If I'd met Ray 3 weeks earlier, I'd gotten one of the greatest DeFi pools that's ever been, and that was the WPE pool. 3 weeks late. But it's kind of what I started telling people, like, dude, there's a lot. This tech reminds me of that summer back then, the explosion of DeFi on the ETH chain, you know? So this is what runes are. It's pretty simple. They're just tokens. The weird thing about these tokens is you got to understand that this blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain, is 15 years old. That's why everybody's like, man, this thing's clunky. It's weird. So the best way that I've come to explain this to people is using your restaurant, Santisi Brothers Restaurant. So
right.
Let's say, John, if you, instead of bottling your barbecue sauce or your famous dipping sauce, what if you had a third party doing that for you? So you're going to order the bottles of the sauce to your restaurant, and then you're going to ship them out to customers, right? So you've got a consumer here, Sniper, you've got a consumer, Tim, consumer Ray. They want to buy into this product. So you order a case of 10,000. It comes in a big shipment, a huge box. What you're doing is you're actually minting that off the Bitcoin chain. So when you get that 10,000, it actually comes to you, and then you're going to redistribute it in whatever package size you want. So we're going to do 100. So you're going to box 100 of those and start shipping them to Sniper and Tim and Ray and all that stuff. That's the way you have to buy these. Is they come in a package. So you can't just go on a marketplace right now. And this was one of the ones that was airdropped to the Rune Stone NFT holders. Was Dog Go to the Moon. You've probably seen it. It's all over Bitcoin. Leonidas is pushing this really hard. He's the one that come out with the NFT project. You can't go to a marketplace and buy one Dog Go to the Moon. You have to buy a package. And depending how many rune stones you held was the size of the package you got. So if you got a rune stone and you got a package of 100 of those, then you can only sell 100 of those. You have to totally sell out to sell. And that's
Wow.
where people are like, man, these are kind of weird. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's because the technology is so new that it's not out there yet to break these up. So to open the package, take the 100 out, and sell one here, one here, one here, one here. It's coming. They're working on it. They've obviously already got it. If the founder of the project's able to take the 10,000 and break them up, the technology's there. They're just working on it for a platform to come in and do it. There's exchanges that's already buying these up, so they've got that technology because you can actually go on those exchanges and buy portions of these tokens. So that's where people are kind of fuddy with it. They're like, man, that just seems clunky and cumbersome, and to me, it makes my mouth water because it's like new tech. This is brand new tech on Bitcoin. This is a lot of what Degens said that they don't like about Bitcoin is that all this stuff's not over there. So now you've got fungible tokens and you've got NFTs just like you do on the ETH chain, So that's kind of what runes are. You got any questions, Tomo, Tim?
Well, I like it.
No,
When you say it's a token, so is it a real token or is it an NFT? I'm confused again.
Yeah, so these are tokens. They're actually tokens. So the runes, forget the runestone. That was an NFT project that this guy, the founder of this project, had come up with just to get interest and all that stuff going in runes. So if you go to Magic Eden, I'm watching this. Sorry, you got me busted. You busted me. I'm watching that D right there.
We get out of the bees.
Let's get out of the bees. So here you go. You come to Magic Eden. You come up here and you see a tab that says runes. So you can see here's rune number 1. And to mint these runes, you actually have to buy the spot on the chain. That's why this says rune number 1. This project actually bought the number 1 spot on the blockchain to have rune number 1. So that's how cumbersome and clunky the whole thing is, if you will. I mean, that's the best word for it. So to buy these is you actually come in here. Let's just go to the moon. So you can actually see here, see how all these are packaged very similar. So if you want to buy these, you actually have to buy 889,000 tokens at one time. Like you have to buy all of them. You can't just buy one. You have to buy that whole package because they don't have the tech there to break them up yet. Once that tech comes up, you'll start seeing people that sell 100 of these, 1,000 of these, and 5,000 of these. So you have to buy the whole package at one time. You can't just buy a portion of it. That makes sense?
So I see the numbers 889, 806. How did they get the 500,000, or how are they getting different numbers?
It was actually the number of runestones they had. So this guy,
Right.
These, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure because this was the drop per runestone was the 800,000. So these guys, I'm not sure how they've come up with that number.
Well,
I
there's
don't know.
989, 806 down there. The guy got another 100,000.
Yep.
You see
This
him?
guy probably had what? 2. He had 2 runestones.
Right. I
So
get
yeah,
you.
you do see one here who's got another 50,000. So
Right.
I'm not sure on these. I don't know if they're
Do
getting
you
into
think
the
you'll ever
technology.
have the technology to sell one?
You will eventually. You'll be able to break these up and you'll be able to sell whatever you want to. So
Right.
just
So
picture it
why-
like this. If M2 was new, your first time into M2, what if your only option was to buy 5,000 of them because they
Okay.
were packaged together,
Mhm.
Now today you fast forward and you're able to sell 1, 2, 10, 20, whatever you want to. That's just how new the tech is, and I like it. I'm bullish on it. I know a lot of people are like, no, not interested. But the funny thing about it is now ETH is doing the same thing. You're like, what? These are inscripted. So what they did is they found a way to inscribe these on little empty spaces on a block. So they're actually buying. That's what the numbers are, is the blocks they're buying and stuff. So ETH has started dabbling in this in the last week. Same kind of technology, and they're called hieroglyphs. So what they're doing is they're actually taking these blocks, and I'm not the best at describing it, but they're taking these blocks, and all these blocks that our devs would probably know how to explain it better, or Austin. These blocks have void spaces on them. They have data that's not used. So some ETH maxis have not been happy with the way that ETH is going. It started out with super bullish on the decentralization of it, and they said that's going away. It's becoming more and more centralized, and they don't like the direction that's headed since the proof of stake. And what that means is if you look, you can go to CoinGecko and look, you're going to see a token there called Lido ETH. Mm-hmm. And what that is it's people that's staking their ETH for those rewards and stuff. So many people have done it that Lido now holds over 30% of the ETH blockchain. If that was to be corrupted or Lido was to decide to do something, they could really, really hurt the ETH chain. And people aren't liking that. They're like, man, we keep moving more towards centralization in this when we're supposed to be the decentralized king, you know? So these people have kind of dabbled on what the Runes have done. They found these empty spaces on the ETH blocks. So they started using that empty space to inscribe these hieroglyphs. And what they are they're NFTs, but they said the best way they explained it was it's going to help keep bots out. It's going to help get us back to more of a decentralized blockchain than what it's going to. So and this is really in the last few days, I just heard of it, and knowing a little bit about Runes, I kind of dived into it, and I was like, oh, well, these are weird. And they actually have pulled in a bunch of different blockchains with it. So you can kind of see that you can mint these with ETH, CRV, USD. I'm not sure what CRV is. Here's DAI. You have to have 900 DAI to mint these. Aura, which I think is a blast token. And you can kind of go through these. You can kind of see that's the blue Pepe. So that's something that's on base. And you can kind of line these up with other projects. But you can actually go to OpenSea too and see that they're already on OpenSea, and people are buying them and selling them and all this stuff. So
right now, when you're a Magic Eden, when you say Magic Eden, are those the same? They look the same.
Yeah, they're all the same. So okay. This is again, it's another new clunky, cumbersome tech that they're coming out with that they're trying to perfect to get us back to more of a decentralization.
Right now, remember we were on Magic Eden. Can you buy the Bitcoin ones on Magic Eden then?
Yeah. You can buy Bitcoin stuff on Magic Eden. So you can buy the Runes, which are tokens over there, or you can come to Magic Eden, go to the homepage up here in the top right. It's not working for me. Oh, I got to go to collections. So I got to get out of Runes. I come over here, I go back to collections, and you can see up here at the top that you can search all these different collections, right? You can click on the first one. It's going to pull them all in together to show you what's actually.
Yeah. What's the number of Bitcoin? What's the number one Bitcoin NFT right now?
Right now it's the Node Monkeys.
And that's really 8 Bitcoin?
Yeah. So you can actually come up here and filter this by Solana and just solid Bitcoin. So right here you can see all the Bitcoin ones. So there's your Node Monkeys, Bitcoin Puppets, Rune Pups. There's your Rune Stones. Here's another Rune protocol that come out with a project. The Prometheans was kind of cool. This was the what was that digital ape? I always forget the name of them.
The digital ape?
Yeah, it wasn't the one you're thinking of. Not the monkeys. This was an ape. The Kongs, something like that. It was a big ETH project. They actually airdropped these to the Kong holders, so it was kind of cool to see that cross technology there. You can come up here, you can see ETH. You got Magic or the Matic, and then you've also got Base, which is new over here on Magic Eden. So this was kind of this was kind of a nut kick to OpenSea because that's kind of where they moved their attention. You know, like, oh, we're going to Base. Y'all can have y'all's fun over there. And then a couple of weeks, here's Magic Eden on Base. Like, yeah, we got you.
Right. Night Owl has a question in a continuation of a previous one, but what are the Bitcoin nodes and what do they have to do with runes?
Yep. So that's going to be an Austin question because that's something you hear big with these the node monkeys is they're actually a Bitcoin node. So that node is kind of like he's always, I wish he was on here because he's better explaining this stuff. The monster is actually a node, and I hope that's not alpha, but your monster that you hold, your Monster My City monster, is actually a node on the blockchain. So we've heard that leaked on the spaces before, said before. I don't know if anybody's ever really grasped that, but it's an actual node, and what a node is it's a validator. So it's what approves transactions to happen, and you don't have, it's not like you have to sit there and hit a button. It does it for you, it's just a validator over there. So those node monkeys have something to do with either that project or the Bitcoin blockchain being a validator over there as far as transactions and stuff.
Very cool.
Yep. Something cool, and I put a little bug in somebody's ear earlier today. So these runes, when they come out with them, they come out with a standard that it has to have 13 characters. And that's why these are just tickers. This is like dog with hat is all these are. This is just the name of the token. Well, they have to have 13 characters. And as runes develop, those characters are going to become smaller and smaller. So you can imagine in 2 or 3 years, when this is down to 5 characters, 4 characters, 3 characters, how much Bitcoin people are going to be paying to get those, because those are, that Tim, as a marketer, those are special. The smaller you get, the more special they are. We saw it with the .e stuff. When they finally released the 3, that was kind of the huge one. Everybody wanted something like mad.eth or whatever it was.
How about x.com?
Yeah, x.com, something like that. So these are going to get lower and lower. But I was actually studying this a little bit today and planned to share. And I put a bug in somebody's ear. I was like, hey, do you know what has 13 characters? Monster My City. It's perfect. It's 13 characters long. I think the monsters need a room, baby. Launch a room. And only drop it to monster holders. It'd be cool stuff.
And do you get to name it? So these people are naming.
Yeah, they're actually naming these. These are just tickers.
Hello, Marjorie.
Is it 32 puzzles if you wanted to change the name?
Probably. It's probably going to be a little bit more expensive than that. Because I don't know what it costs to mint these. I imagine it's not cheap because it's on the Bitcoin network, which we know has high transaction fees. But I'm not sure how much Bitcoin it costs to actually be able to create this token. It can't be too expensive. I mean, they've already got over 10,000, I think. So it can't be super expensive, but I think it'd be cool.
It sounds cool.
Yep.
And Night Owl saying thank you. And Captain Queen in the house. Good evening, fam. What's up? Lightning bolts. Boom, boom, boom. Very cool. Any last questions about the runes or anything else from anybody in the chat there? Or FOMO
You can
head?
see, I mean, most of them are down. So, and a lot of people are saying these are kind of like the ordinals. You remember when the ordinals first come out? I was like, what? And they just flooded on. Those aren't going to be anything. And next thing you know, you heard rune pups going for 1 Bitcoin a piece, and you're like,
yeah,
that's a lot of dough. That's a lot of money. Like that's more than the well, I don't know if it's more than the apes ever got up to, but what is that, like $60,000, $70,000?
right.
A lot of money.
Apes got way above that. But that's a lot of money. Do what?
What are they now? What are the ordinals now?
We just looked at them. So the Bitcoin puppets are 0.205.
That's some money.
The node monkeys are 0.28. But yeah, there was at one point in time that these were up around 1 Bitcoin or
Wow.
higher. Yeah, it was crazy. A lot of money. So that's what a lot of people are saying, that the tech comes out, the hype is over, and they're going to zero. Like they're dead. They're worthless. So I think it's going to be just like ordinals. You're going to see it kind of go sideways, chop around for a bit, and then people are going to grasp hold of the technology. It's going to be the same thing ordinals did. You're just going to start hearing about these Bitcoin tokens that are going to the moon. So I think it's cool.
Like it.
This one's a big one. I remember when these come out, the Quantum Cats. These are starting to get a lot of steam behind them. A lot of people talking about them.
What do they look like?
They're actually they're weird. They got different color eyes. So, and that's depicting of what the price action is on them. So I know that I've heard the orange eyes are the ones you want, if you can get one with orange eyes, and that's probably going to be the most expensive ones.
Because they decided orange rules.
I guess so.
Oh, that's the Bitcoin maxis love the orange.
Yeah, but see, you don't have to go very deep, and we're already up to half of Bitcoin. So
Yeah, it's 30 grand, dude.
Yeah.
Not happening today, tomorrow, the next day. How much did these mint for?
I can't remember. It wasn't much. I'm going to say it was 0.001 Bitcoin or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
I know the quantum cats. Oh, this is the quantum cat. So these were a little bit more expensive. I want to say it was 0.1 Bitcoin when they come out. I want to say
They don't have the history when you dial in deep on those. Like on OpenSea, you could see when it was minted or traded for.
Oh wow, look up there. Look at where is that volume or is that price?
that's price.
Wow. Oh, it's not that different.
Yeah, that's today. Let's see if we can figure out how to go back further than a day.
No, but into a specific cat.
Oh, there you go.
Wouldn't it give like, oh, this cat was minted at 0.006 of a Bitcoin?
Yeah, there was some money.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There we go from half.
No, but look all the way back to the left. So they came in at what? 0.2? 0.15? Looks like 0.15.
0.67.
So I want to say they were 0.1 is what they come out at.
Right.
And you had to be whitelisted. Like I mean, these were already accounted for when they come out with them. So
Nice. What you have to do? Go in Discord and say hello, hello, hello.
probably like 45,000 million times.
Did you have to go hello, hello, hello? Three words.
Hello, start quoting songs. I remember those days.
Dude.
Who booted me?
That should have been an NFT. I could have been a billionaire. Who booted me?
That runestones. I'm not perfect at explaining it all. I'm sure there's a lot more take into it than what I've even dove into. That was literally like a 48-hour dive in. So I was just hitting up people like Apex, like, hey, you know any people in runes and runestones? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And he's like, hey, yeah, go jump in this page, jump up, and ask questions. Just tapping into the network and just spending like 48 hours really learning about it, and that's what it is. It's kind of eye-opening to me. It's just like, oh, they're like ERC20 tokens are on the ETH chain, you know, just like our M2 and Pixel and all those tokens is all runes are. Meme token, fit tokens is what a lot of people would say on the Solana side.
Right. Well, great job.
Nice. I like it. Good stuff.
Let's see what's going on with while we're over here with these NFTs. Where we at? Bored Ape Yacht Club, 14.63 ETH. That's a nice pump from where they were a couple weeks ago.
Not bad. Yeah.
They were down in the tens. Yep. So
could have been a nice pickup for 40 grand.
Yep. But a lot of red over here, just like on the tokens today. So
Pudgy down 8%.
Yep. DGOTs, these are interesting. They're making their way back over to Solana. So I think you've got some arbitrum opportunities there where you can actually buy these over here and maybe sell them for more on the Solana side. So
and why are they going to Solana side? What's up with that?
They actually started on the Solana side. They bridged over to ETH and now they're going back. So
and then my
lady, these have done well. I don't get it. I've never really dove into them. Don't really know the community, but these have done exceptionally well all the way through the bear. They've just continued.
I'm waiting for the Ether Troopers to come back. Troopers.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, I did. I'm dead now. This is actually a ghost. You're telling me there's a chance, or you're telling me there's no chance?
No, there's no chance.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to say there's no chance because there could always come out with some tech that could revive a bunch of those dead NFTs if you could rally enough of those people together, you know. And you don't have to rally. I don't think you'll have to rally the whole community. If you just get 100 people, 100 holders together, I think you could do something. I think you could revive them. So
Fragana. Think about Fragana. Hey, remember the Utes? I thought when did the use go over the salt?
Yeah. Yep, they actually went back over to the Sol side too. So it's kind of interesting to see a lot of these people jump ship on ETH and go over there. And I think it's just because of the transactional fees. It's just cheaper to do stuff over there.
But the failing rate is ridiculous. Dude, I tried to do some Solana. I'm the failed. You remember when it's fail in the Ethereum blockchain? You lose your gas fees and everything. Try to mint something, you lose dude, I just lost everything.
I haven't done much lately with anything, but I've heard Solana's gotten a lot better. You actually hear the Solana maxis, they're jumping on board with this whole centralization thing of ETH, and you'll start hearing more and more about it. But they're calling for a flipping. They think Solana's going to flip ETH.
I know, I've seen that.
Yeah,
not happening.
I don't think so.
Hey, listen to me. As soon as BlackRock goes with their stable token on Ethereum for BIDL,
right.
UIDL, and they tokenize $11 trillion worth of equities and securities, they're not flipping nothing. The only thing Solana's flipping is the burgers for the people on Ethereum when they're hungry. That's what they're going to be flipping.
No, I think they'll stay number 3. I think they've earned the number 3 spot. I mean, dude, they've got a very strong community, so I think they'll stay number 3, and they've earned it. They deserve to be there. So it'll be interesting what's next. What blockchain is going to come up next, because you've still got bases cooking out there. I think that one's going to be very, very, very strong.
Who's Bases again? Isn't that Coinbases?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So dude, they got money behind it. I'd say base. Put it this way, let's do a base could flip Solana.
That's possible. I mean, you got to think that Coinbase is going to direct all their traffic.
That's what I'm saying.
To that network.
So think about that, and they're sitting on all that Bitcoin from 8 of the biggest companies in the world. So I'm just letting you know, base flip Solana. May 9th, Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Base flips Solana. And then there's another one coming in there soon. There's a blockchain that I can't really talk about. It's too much alpha for your head to explode. But that blockchain's going to flip a few things.
It's going to flip some tables.
You know what I'm saying? Flip some tables. Going to flip chandeliers are going to be hanging from it. It's going to be crazy, that part.
It's going to change the world. It's going to change the world.
The world! And
line up perfect. The world needs it. The world needs it more and more.
Needs it, absolutely. Timmy, what are you thinking? Is it time?
I'm looking at, I wanted to show this back because in another couple seconds, it's going to flip over to Mob.
Yeah,
just want to make sure everybody remembers that, hit the Mob tonight after 9 o'clock. We're going to be spinning it up. The Mob roll call is in there, so that gets activated at 9 p.m. But share, and subscribe to the show. Always,
are you mobbing?
Always mobbing.
Yeah, bro. Hey, just so you know, I'm probably going to have to sue somebody eventually because doing this is tiresome. My fingers are. Yeah. How do you do it? Some people tell me thumbs. I'm just sitting the phone on the thing like this. How do you do it?
I do. I'm old school. I just do one tap at a time.
No. Oh, you are one tap, or you're not a.
No, I don't need the sniper.
Do you speed tap?
Yeah, I'm Tourette's. You can actually use your watch. You can do it on your watch too.
Really? Let me try it.
I don't have the watch.
You don't have a smartwatch. So.
I don't wear no watch, man. I don't need to know the time. I'm working 24/7. I don't need to know. I'm not off.
My time is all based on when the next mob is and the next
hey guys, we're going
out.
live in 1 minute. 1 minute. Just don't forget to reset it. We got 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah, and then we'll get that map to go crazy, and then we'll all jump off and go over there. But yeah, thanks everybody for showing up. Really appreciate it. Hope Ray's doing well wherever he is. Hunkered down in a bathtub somewhere or something like that.
We'll take care of it. I'm gonna text them, check in on them, see if they need anything. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about Ray.
Yeah, bring a
Deb is he's Deb's protector, and she took off, so that says a lot.
I think Deb says protector.
There it is.
We're going
Must
live.
Be 9 o'clock now.
That's cross.
Man, comes from across the world. Yep, they were trading from across the ocean.
Fire.
I love it. Let me get mine going there.
That was a private that just shot out of Arizona. That was a private at best. Oh my goodness, that was horrible.
There goes. Anything out of Connecticut? Nothing. I'm gonna have to zoom. I'm a little far out.
Dinner. And remember tomorrow. This was Thirsty Thursday. Remember tomorrow is Freaky Friday, or is it Fire Firkin Friday? I think it's Fire Firkin Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Oh, that came from somewhere.
People still up over there in Europe, sending them over. But good stuff. There it is.
Guys,
get over there, mob it up.
Sniper, thanks for having me.
The great migration, as Ray would say.
Let's do it. Let's mob.
We'll do it there. Let me end it up. Let's see. I think we'll end it with this one. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Ray will be back. I'm sure everything will be great, and we'll do it again. Good night.
Ciao, brother. Thanks, Timmy. Thanks,
Lights
Night.
down and energy up. It's a new dawn breaking. Open eye in your hands, the ground is shaking. Build your empire, the grid is vast and wide. From digital planes to cosmic tide, every node you connect, every strategy refined. In the world of connectricity, what will you find? A titan of energy with power to command. In the game of the future, make your stand. This is connectricity, power grids in your control. Harness the